Hi, everyone. I just want to share with you something from the Word that was really my salvation verse when I was in a place of troubled times before I came to Christ, and He found me. I was just a wreck. My life was a wreck, and I felt like there was no way out. There was just a situation where I was in. I was so broken that the only thing that seemed beneficial to me was to end it all. And so I was coming to a place where I was contemplating suicide, and I was living in a little town back in Cambria, California, and I used to surf a lot when I was younger, and I was surfing at this place, and it was a great day. If you're a surfer, you understand. It's big, it's great, it's good shape, and just really awesome. I was out and I was having some really good waves, but then all at once it just came to be seemed like nothing. And I sat up on the beach, and then I started contemplating what good is all of this? So I grabbed my board and I walked up this hill where I was staying, and on the side of the road there, the garbage cans were out, and I looked down, and here's a black book in the garbage can, and I picked up this book, and it was a Bible. And I thought, who would throw away a Bible? Well, I was thinking about throwing away my life. And yet, see, God is behind the scenes working when we don't think He's working, and there He was working. So I go up, I sit on this little couch that was outside on the porch of this cabin that my brothers and some friends, we basically shanghaied the cabin. Nobody was living in it, so we were squatting on this cabin, and there was a ratty old couch out there. And this is the first thing that I read when I opened the Bible, and it's in Romans 5:8. And it begins really, verse 8 is my hook. It's what got me. But it begins in verse 6. He says, "For when we were still without strength," we're troubled. We don't have any way out of where we are. "And in due time, Christ died for the ungodly." We were out strength. I didn't know. You didn't know. "For scarcely for a righteous man will one die, yet perhaps for a good man someone would even dare to die." Maybe it's a good guy. But here's what got me. This is what the hook that brought me in. I'll make you fishers of men. Well, Jesus was the fisherman here, and the Holy Spirit threw out the hook, and He says, "But God demonstrated His own love towards us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us." When I looked at that, I thought, as messed up as I am and what I'm doing in my life, that God would still love me, and while I'm in the midst of my sin, that God demonstrated. He demonstrated. I'm not going to just talk about it. I'm going to do it. And He did it. And He did it through the cross. And when I found that love that was greater than any love that I'd ever known, it broke my heart. And I just want to encourage you today, maybe your heart is breaking. Well, turn to God, because maybe you're in a sin you can't get free of. God's there, and His love is there. And He's able to work through that situation to break it and break your heart into love. Break it into the pieces of God's love, and to show you today. God bless you. I hope you just respond to His great mercy and love today. God bless you all.